Hi everyone, it's Paddy here from arithmetichub.com, thanking you for choosing this video, but reminding you that whilst this is one method to solve questions like this, it's not the only method. With that being said, let's explore this concept a little bit further. Hi everyone, so today we're going to have a look at inverse multiplication and division. Now we've looked at the inverse a lot, so when we do the inverse, what we do is we do the opposite operation. The opposite of multiplication is division, the opposite of division is multiplication. So these are some of the questions we might see with this. Something divided by 54 equals 312, or something multiplied by 21 is going to give us 2,814. Now, what's important is where the missing number is in these questions. Now, when we have so if we check in with our method here, it says when the missing number is at the start of the division, multiply to find it. So here we have a division where the missing number is at the start. So to find it, what we're going to have to do is multiply these two numbers together. The second part of our method says, if there's a missing number in a multiplication, we need to divide to find it. Okay, so here we've got a missing number in our multiplication, so we're going to have to divide these numbers to be able to find it. And that's anywhere in a multiplication that happens either side, because multiplication is commutative. But the third part that's in red says, if the missing number is second in a division, for example, 8 divided by something is 2, we still need to divide to find it, because if you look at this, we would do 8 divided by 2 is going to give us 4, then 8 divided by 4 equals 2. If we did it the other way around and did the inverse, we did 8 multiplied by 2, our answer would be 16. 8 times 2 is 16, so 8 divided by 16 would give us 2. Immediately, that doesn't pass the eye test, does it? So straight away, we would need to think, no, that's not going to work. We need to think about this again and find a different way to be able to answer it. So it doesn't work if your missing number is second on a division question. So on these ones, though, our missing number is at the start. So what we need to do is we need to do the inverse. The inverse of division is multiplication, so we're going to multiply these two numbers. So we've got 312, and we're going to multiply it by 54. 4 times 2 is going to give us 8, 4 times 1 is going to give us 4, 4 times 3 is going to give us 12. So standard 3-digit by 2-digit multiplication. Cross my ones column out over here, drop my 0 down. 5 times 2 is going to give me 10, 5 times 1 is going to give me 5, add the 1 is going to give me 6, 5 times 3 is going to give me 15. And then what I do is I would add them together. 8 add 0 is going to give me 8, 4 add nothing is going to give me 4, 2 add 6 is going to give me 8, 1 add 5 is going to give me 6, and 1 add nothing is going to give me 1. So my answer will be 16,848. Now what I would normally say here is, once you've done an inverse, check your answer by going back and doing it the other way. Now, that wouldn't be the case for this, because if you look at the size of this long division, you'd be taking chunks away for eternity. You're going to feel like you're taking chunks away forever. So where I would take to check, if you are checking for this, check these again. So you would check your multiplications, check your addition, make sure that this part is correct, rather than going back and doing it that way. Okay, let's have a look at this question then. Now, we've got our missing number at the start, multiplied by 21, is going to give us 2,814. So, if there's a missing number in the multiplication, we need to divide to find it. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to divide 2,814 by 21. So let's do that, shall we? 2,814 divided by 21. Now, to help us out here, what's a really useful bit that we can see is, this is in that sweet spot, isn't it, where it's between 11 and 25, where we can do this as a short division, rather than taking lots of lots off and doing it as a long division. So, let's do it as a short division. Now, I don't know my 21 times tables, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to write my 21s down for the first 5 lots. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to add 2 in my 10s and 1 in my 1s. So, add 2 is going to give me 4, add 1 is going to give me 2. Add 2 in my 10s is going to give me 6, add 1 in my 1s is going to give me 3, add 2 in my 10s is going to give me 8, add 1 in my 1s is going to give me 4, add 2 in my 10s is now going to give me 10, and then add 1 in my 1s is going to give me 5. Just be careful, I've added 2 in my 10s there, but I can't have 10 as a digit, can I? So if I have to carry it into my hundreds to make it 105. So there's my first 5 multiples of 21. Now let's use those to help with this question. So how many lots of 21 go into 2? 0. 21 is bigger than 2, so it doesn't go in. So now I need to carry, and so it becomes 28. How many lots of 21 go into 28? Well, 1 lot of 21 goes into 28. And my remainder is going to be 7, isn't it? Because I have to add 7 to 21 to get to 28. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. I've added 7 more on. I didn't really need to check that on my fingers, but sometimes I can if it's going to help, okay? So that means I've carried 7 over. How many lots of 21 are now going to go into 71? So I can see it's going to go in once, twice, 3 times, but 84 is too big. So I've stopped at 3 lots. What do I have to add to 63 to get to 71? I've stopped at 63, I had 71, so I would have to add 8 more. So that means that I need to carry my 8. How many lots of 21 go into 84? 1, 2, 3, 4 lots of 21 go into 84, which means 134 times 21 is going to give us 2,814. Now, this type of one might be something that you could check, because you could just check that with a 2-digit multiplication. But again, if you're short on time, I would maybe say come back to checking that at the end, but just make sure that you've checked the part of the division that you've already done, okay?
If you found this video useful, then I would massively appreciate you liking the video and subscribing to the channel. If you want to explore more methods or practice using the method we've looked at here, why not check out the teacher videos at arithmetichub.com. Arithmetic Hub has videos just like this on different methods, specifically targeting areas needed in Key Stage 2. There you can practice one particular skill, or generate your own sets of calculations designed to challenge your understanding of all the topics covered in Years 3 to 6.